What's going on, everybody? Well, if you got a Jeep, you might want to click the button the short is attached to, because you're going to want to pay attention to the full video. I'm about to show you some things that get really aggravating when you're an old Jeep owner. Let's go take a look. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So my seatbelt had an issue and I was having to replace it, so I ordered a new one, and they sent me what they call the OEM part. It's this little itty bitty thing right here. You can see it's that little itty bitty tiny one, compared to what the originals were, which were a lot more stable. And then on top of that, the lower arm bracket is way shorter. Look at this. That's what the original system looks like down there. And this is the replacement part that stops right here to bring the buckle up to the same level. That's nuts. So if you're interested, I had a fix here. If you want to see how that was done, you might want to check out the full video. Other than that, you guys take care and I'm out of here. I got to order another part. Man, that's really disappointing. So I was going to replace my Jeep seatbelt system today and unbox it for you, but I heard a lot of rumors and started looking at the picture and found out that it's nothing like what it's supposed to be. So this I'm going to have to send back, so I'm not going to open it. The only thing that's opened is the box. But this is supposed to be the 82 to 95, because there is no 96. I don't care what anybody tells you. 82, which is actually 87 to 95, not 82. This is supposed to be the replacement lower seat belt, and as you can see, pay attention to that angle. It sweeps down like this and it's flat. This is meant for something that comes up next to you in a vehicle like that. These old Jeeps don't work that way. I heard you needed a 6-inch extension somewhere or something like that on top. This is all plastic. That's just not good. You don't want plastic in a Jeep for a seat belt. That's absolutely ridiculous. This is why I don't like stuff made in China, because they have no idea how to make a real American part, okay? That's a fact. This right here is supposed to be the seatbelt system, and as you can see, this thing is like barely wide enough, okay? And I'm gonna show you a comparison. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. So you see the one with the one little itty bitty lock that I showed you. This is what a real Jeep's seatbelt cuff looks like. Okay, like that, and they're wider. On top of that, the buckles right here are metal. Now the problem with this, and the reason why I had to fix it and go ahead and change it out, is because they have these little itty bitty spring bodies in them, and they break. That happens, but oh well. Since I'm not going to be able to replace my seatbelt, I'm just going to go ahead and rig this one with a new tension system. And believe it or not, yes, with these old Jeeps, a safety pin will take you a very long way. Okay, so you notice this has got some crazy bends on it. I mutilated this safety pin just for the purpose of being able to get my tensioner to relock. Watch this. So this is the problem I'm having. Okay, the seatbelt will not stay in. See what I mean? And then on top of that, these newer ones don't have the electrical feature that this one has. The originals have an electrical wire that keys to the dashboard, so when you turn the key on, you hear the seatbelt indicator. You know, that's what they're supposed to do. So anyway, I got this all bent up. I'm gonna jam this right down in here, right behind the buckle system, because this is only going to be temporary, because I'm basically probably going to order a harness system instead of a normal seatbelt. If I've got to go with something, I might as well do 3 to 5 point harness, because I am just sick and tired of all these parts being like subpar when it's supposed to be OEM. I'll show you here in a second. So before I do anything spectacular to this, if I can find where I put my electrical tape. Oh no! Where'd you go? Ah, there it is. On the dash. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all this back. It comes with all your hardware and stuff, you know, things like that. I'm not really gonna bother with it because it's not even the right seatbelt to begin with. So I'm not gonna put it in. I'm gonna try and order something else, and if I can't find anything else, maybe. But in the meantime, this is fixed. All it took was that little itty bitty safety pin and some electrical tape before I buckle this in, because I want you to see how this actually works. Okay, So I'm going to put the ring of electrical tape right around here. I'm going to make sure that my homemade spring out of a safety pin is completely locked down. I'm going to smash it as hard as I can, and I'm going to pull this, push the head of it down, wrap it around, and pull that as hard as I can till I hit another seam of the tape. And then I'm going to go around it a couple of times, really, really hard on tension. This is electrical tape, so you can really crank on it. Okay, I'm going to go around 3 times. Because I was an electrician, for some reason, 3 with electrical tape is integrated into my head. Maybe it has to do with the insulation factor. 3 wraps. Alright, so there's the modification for temporary installation just to fix this thing so I can go get a new seatbelt. Ooh, see, I didn't even want to go in. Oh. I'd say that's fixed, huh? Yeah, so I can wiggle it side to side. It doesn't want to come out anywhere, and then on top of that, all I got to do is push the button, and my seatbelt is fixed until I can go ahead and get the real OEM part, not the claimed OEM part. So anyway, I'm going to do one more check now that I'm in here. Might as well, right? You got to check all this stuff to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Because the last thing you want to happen is to be off-roading and accidentally roll and you go flying out with the vehicle. You know, the rest of your parts and all that. Oh, that's solid. Okay. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna come loose. Yep, I'd say it's fixed temporarily for now. It's perfectly safe. It unlocks and it locks really well. So I'd say that's pretty good. You let me know what you think and what you think about Jeep parts nowadays, because the older our Jeeps get, the crappier the new parts are. I gotta be honest. I've got one more that I have to put in right here. And it's the tensioner pulley, or the idler pulley, sorry, for the engine, so it'll stop squealing. I'll do another video on that installation. These are pretty simple and universal. Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, they all use pretty much the same one. You can either get it grooved or ungrooved. This one's ungrooved. So anyway, now that that's taken care of, one more time. I'd say that's pretty solid. So you guys take care. I'm going to get out of here and get back on, try to order up a new part. Let me know what you think of the video. Leave a like on it if you did. Share it with a friend if you would. If you haven't hit that subscribe channel yet, go ahead and hit it, because honestly, if it doesn't fit my Jeep and you have a Jeep, I won't recommend you buy it. That's a fact, all right? Other than that, hit the notification bell. That way you get all the videos that I drop, and I'll see you guys next time, all right? You guys take care. And thanks again for watching.